Hello, everybody, and welcome to Late Night Football. Welcome to our match reaction show. It's finished Liverpool 2, Villarreal nil in the first leg of the Champions League semi-final. Kind of what I expected. To be honest, I said, that a lot of people thought we were underestimating Villarreal, but the reality is it just looked like Villarreal didn't have the quality in this game. I was surprised Liverpool only scored two. Probably could have got another two or three more. Had they been a little bit more, perhaps. On it, I do think there were a few average performances from Liverpool. It wasn't very the high standard of Liverpool that we've kind of come to expect. So if Liverpool were a little bit more on it, they probably could have got two or three more. And Villarreal just looked pretty bad actually overall. So it's an expected performance and an expected result from the teams, but it could have been much better for Liverpool. They probably could have killed off the tie. In the first leg itself, I mean, Villarreal. I mean, all credit, but in fairness to them, they did defend well or reasonably well. I wouldn't say well, but they defended reasonably well in the first half. Looked okay. There were a few shaky moments. Thiago hitting the post. There was a chance for Salah as well on a volley. There were a couple of good chances that perhaps they could have made more of, even though then there was a corner as well that they could have probably tried to score. Had Moreno had a bad touch on that one. So there were chances. They just Liverpool for some reason were a little bit slow. And then we get into the second half and the goal comes. A bit of a good fortune for Liverpool. I have to admit that was lucky that the ball deflects off of Estupinian and Rui. I mean, throughout the game, Rui just didn't look comfortable in the crosses and the corners that came in. He didn't look comfortable. He was trying to parry everything. I think he could have done better on that ball that came in. I think he almost tried to. I wasn't trying to push it away. I think he was almost trying to get it to go over the bar or something. And it wasn't a strong hand. He could have done better. But it was a bit of good fortune as well. Unlucky for Supinan. I thought he had a decent game otherwise. And then that goal came in. And it was a 1-2 punch, really, in some ways, because the first goal goes in and suddenly the second one goes in as well. That one also a bit lucky because Albiol was just playing him onside a little bit more, forward, a little bit more back, and then it's on, and then Mane is offside. But it was well timed run. It was a good pass from Salah again. Nutmeg, I think it was through Foyth, if I'm not mistaken. Could have been, I think it was Foyth. It might have been the Celso, but I think it was Foyth that it went through. And it's a good finish. It's a good finish from Mane. Again, I thought it's hard to gauge, but but it was a good goal. And at 2-0, I think you just felt like Liverpool had taken control of the game. And the good thing from Villarreal's point is that they didn't drop their heads. They still defended well. They still tried to defend. They got a couple of chances. Not chances, but a couple of opportunities to break. And they were missing Moreno. They really were missing Moreno up top. Without him, the problem is when you have him, you have somebody who can hold up the ball, who can bring others into play. I don't think Danjuma could do it. He was trying always to run back. And then when you're up against Van Dijk and up against Konate, that's very, very difficult to do. So he had a real shocker of a game. And, Chukwueze doesn't really bring that same sort of, skill set to the position. So they were missing Moreno in this game, but they really didn't create much. They didn't really create much. Parejo had a bad game as well. Celso probably would have been better if he was playing as a number 10, but on the right, I think he was a bit wasted as well. So I mean, it was a game plan was to contain Liverpool. That was the idea, was to kind of get away from here 0-0 and then take it back to Madrigal and see what they could get there. But the game plan fell apart in the second half, and it's a mountain to climb. I think 2-0 doesn't seem like a lot in some cases, but I think with Liverpool, with the limited, resources that Villarreal have and what Liverpool have, I think Liverpool will comfortably get the job done in the second leg. And I think that they are 90 minutes away from the semi-final is what I feel. But that's for a conversation for another point. I do want to mention Ibrahim Konate. Though Konate I thought was excellent, and I remember when they were playing in Leipzig, we talked about Konate and we talked about Upamecano, and Upamecano was kind of seen as the bigger player, as the better player. And of course, he's still pretty good. He's playing at Bayern, which is not a bad move for anyone. He's doing well. I think Konate kind of went under the radar a little bit. He looks good. He looked very good today. And he's looked very good this season. He has pace. He has obviously the power. He has he's very physical. He's got great technical ability. He's obviously very good at hitting the ball as well, offensively and defensively. So I think he's almost a complete package. I know he's had a few injury issues, but if he can stay fit, and it looks like he's been fit for a while now, he could very well be, a big signing and a massive signing in the coming years for Liverpool. I think it looks fantastic. And I thought Thiago was good as well. Played a lot of good long balls. I don't think his short passing was up to the mark always, but his long passing was very good. Fabinho had a bad game. I think Fabinho was probably the worst Liverpool player on the pitch, and that's not to say that he was a disaster. And he was the worst Liverpool player. Probably still had an average game. He was just bad by his standards, but I think he was poor. By his standards, he was poor, but he was still okay. He wasn't like a disaster. But yeah, there's something there. But otherwise, Luis Diaz was good. Got a couple of good shots away in the first half, which might have been made more of. But I think Foyth got the measure of him eventually. So that's something for him to learn as well and adapt from that. But yeah, I mean, you can't really fault much. 2-0 at Anfield. You keep a clean sheet. You get a couple of goals against a team that are notoriously hard to score against. Now they've got to come out in Spain. Will they be able to do it? They really didn't look like they could score today. So, will the return of Moreno make a difference? Maybe, maybe not. But yeah, I feel Liverpool have kind of got the job. And 1.5 feet into the final, as I say. But we will know, in a week's time what happens. But in the meantime, congratulations to Liverpool fans. Looks like there might be another final to look forward to. And congratulations to Villarreal. But all the best. There's still 90 minutes to play. All the best for that. And hopefully, there will be a little bit more fight and a little bit more desire, I guess, and a little bit more adventure shown by Villarreal in that second game. If you enjoyed this video, do remember to like and share with everyone. I always appreciate your support, and do remember to follow, and please follow our channel, YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. You can follow us. We always appreciate your support, your likes, and it allows us to create more content like this. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed the game. Hope you enjoyed this reaction show. We'll see you again very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.